Hello, welcome to Marriage Minutes at its pace. And this is the beginning of the fall edition. And so
What have we been doing?
we kind of recuperating from we had our 25th year anniversary, and so party and just kind of trying to relax and get life back in order. So we're going to kick this one off discussing today.
Your birthday?
Oh yeah, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you back. How do you prepare for what's to come? So leaves are changing, grass is growing, but soon will go dormant. And it's believed that everything that you do now will propel your lawn and your outside for next year's growth. And so in marriage, what are you doing now to propel your marriage to be successful in the future?
I'm not trying to be funny, but are you saying propel or prepare?
Propel.
Propel.
And prepare.
Okay.
So what preparations are you doing? So like for me, my lawn, just for example, I'm starting to do a nitrogen program that will just force feed nitrogen, and my grass is going to start growing. But in that, the roots will start to develop more. The grass will spread out more, and so it'll go in this growth spurt, and then it'll go dormant. But in it, it will have stored up everything that it needs to begin next season. So when April comes, it's ready to go. Boom, let's go. So what do we do in our marriage to help us prepare and propel into the next season?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, I don't think that we do that well. I think that we spend a whole lot of time getting married, right? Preparing for the wedding. We'll take 13 months to prepare for this 50 million gazillion dollar wedding with 15 bridesmaids and two to four reception changes and all of that. And then we get married, don't realize that we got the rest of our lives to deal with. So I don't think we do that well collectively, but for those of us who want to do it differently, who want to realize that it's not, that getting married is just not a wedding, I think that it comes with your preparing comes with prayer. It comes with accountability to other people, and it comes with being open and honest and transparent about your own flaws so that you can work on yourself. I don't know that my counsel changes much, right? So when you talk about the nitrogen and pumping the lawn up, to me, that's me. If I'm the lawn, I know I need nutrients and I need to do what I need to do so that I can be the best wife. I think that preparing for marriage has less to do with what we do and more to do what we do on an individual basis. Because if I come to you whole and you come to me whole, well, what's the likelihood of us being able to work through whatever our stuff is? But if I come to you half and you come to me half, then we're just broken together.
And so would you say
most or incomplete together?
Would you say most of the time then we don't really prepare, we just, as life deals the hand, then that's what we play?
Yeah, I think that's it in life, period. I have used this saying forever, and I don't know who made it, but failing to plan is, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you go into your marriage without a plan, without a clue, and don't even pause to make up a plan, and you just keep trudging forward, well, you're planning to fail at some point.
And you can't be surprised when you do fail.
Because you shouldn't be, but we are. And we typically we won't internalize and say, if I'm the grass, what didn't I do during this time? We'll blame the nitrogen. Oh, that man, he didn't give me the right nitrogen. He bought it from Amazon instead of True Value.
Or we'll try to do something in the wrong season.
Okay, so go ahead and talk to that.
I'm just saying, now is the season to be doing things to prepare for next season, but doing it next year, hoping your grass will look good next year, it's almost like your work, it's not going to be effective because it's not the proper season and it's not in the growth season for it to do. So what you're doing is preparing it for the following season. So you're always working one step ahead. But if we always want it now and we are lackadaisical in our approach, or we don't take it serious enough so that when it does show itself, you know, we're not prepared. And so then we're trying to rectify something and put a lot of effort and time into it, when if we had just paid attention to the red flags that may have popped up, or if we had some forward thinking or a vision of what we wanted to look like, then maybe we could have put some steps in to be ready for that situation.
Yeah, it reminds me of when we started doing Dave Ramsey, and we recognized that Christmas was coming every year.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't we prepare for it instead of going into debt and in January we having to eat the paint off the walls because we can't afford to buy groceries? When we realized that Christmas is coming every year and we should start saving for it every month, then maybe we can have a real Christmas and celebrate sweet baby Jesus instead of celebrating Visa and Discover. How about that?
What she said.
That's all I got.
Oh, that was good. So whatever your goals are, whatever your vision is, whatever you want out of your marriage, prepare for it. Those big things, or even those little things, but put some time and thought into it so that when it's that time to execute the plan, you already know what the plan is, because you two have sat down and you have ironed it out what we're going to do. And when life does throw you a curveball, and so even in that, prepare for how you're going to handle it. And what you will find is, one, you're building teamwork. Your communication will be a lot more effective because you will be giving and taking, understanding, and having different viewpoints and coming up with a plan that's conducive for the whole team.
And so let me just add on to that, because I don't want people to feel like what I said in the beginning is contradicting what we're saying in the end. You still need to work on yourself, but when it comes to those collaborative goals, when it comes to those things that you all need to work on together, if you're a whole person coming into that on both sides, that connection won't be as difficult, is what I'm trying to say, because you've already come and said, you know what, I'm a team player because I'm healed and whole, and I know that I'm not going to get my way in everything, but we're going to get our way together. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and even what I said applies to you individually. If you know some things that you need to work on, then start working on those things. You know,
you have 8% on your battery.
Oh, okay. I should have prepared better.